Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Hello? Who's that? Okay.
Yesterday I started playing Eriksholm, and well, today I finished it. This is a game that I already played the demo and was very excited to play it. And one of the reasons for that was voice acting, character animation, the beautiful world design, and just how immersive the game looks. And I have to tell you that this game actually kept me going more, I think because of the story, more than the gameplay itself. So for me, it's pretty rare that I'm kind of more interested in the story than the gameplay. Although when it comes to stealth game, I mean, I enjoy playing it, but it's not like in my top favorite type of genres. The game also features beautiful cutscenes, and I recommend if you do play the game, don't skip them, because this is such a very important part of the game.
I might have to leave if they get too close. I won't be far away. Just wait for me if you can't find me.
Okay.
Look, just stick to the plan, and you'll be fine.
Now, Eriksholm, The Stolen Dream is the stealth adventure game set in the early 20th century of Eriksholm. You play as Hannah, an orphan searching for a brother, Herman, who disappeared after stealing a valuable item. Then you're joined by Alva and Sebastian, each with unique skills, and Anna navigates the city, evading guards and solving puzzles. They uncover a conspiracy while becoming symbols of change. The story combines personal struggle with themes of class and societal resilience. But I have to admit that, progressing through the game and finishing the game, of course, I kind of realized that, I wanted maybe something more, more surprising ending than what it was. So in that aspect, I have to say that I was a bit disappointed. Now in the game, you're going to have various chapters with different collectibles that you can find and things regarding the lore of the game. They're optional, you don't have to collect them, but I'm sure many of you will just enjoy it and just searching for different side paths in order to find all of them. So let's talk gameplay. The game again evolves around stealth and some relatively simple puzzle solving experiences, but not a lot of them. Now, if you get caught, you're basically going to start from a checkpoint. There are very relatively generous checkpoints here, so it's not like you want to start straight from the beginning. Now, I would say some of the puzzles were smart, but overall not too complicated, not something that will need to break your head how I'm going to solve this one. But there are some of them that I actually need to try several times before I was able to complete them. Or better say, just progress through. Some of them play beautifully with light. And again, each character has their own abilities. For example, Hannah can crawl through vents and has the blowpipe with sleep darts. Alva, for example, she has ability to climb, and also she has a slingshot, so she can distract enemies. And Sebastian can swim and also can chokehold enemies. So yeah, not complicated, relatively very basic set of skills.
Off you go.
Now, because only 3 characters, sometimes you need to do, a sequence of different actions very close to each other between the 3 characters in order to be able to progress. Now, of course, there are many other stealth games that have much more complex type of gameplay experience with many even characters to choose from. Now, I would be fine with that, but there was something that bothered me, and this is that the game gives you too many hits. Even with the character's monologue, she can reveal lots of things that you have to do. There are lots of visual cues that are available, relatively very clear. And even if they are, the character can again explain to you what they actually are when you even need to kind of solve a puzzle.
I don't want to startle the birds. It'll attract the guards. Maybe I could use that, though. If I find the spot for it.
So what I'm trying to say that overall, in terms of challenge difficulty, the game is much more on the easier side of things. There might be some situations that you're going to get stuck, but I can tell you that I played a total of 12 hours as of the time making this video, finishing the story and watching all the cutscenes. And this is also when I don't think it's a bug, maybe on my side, where I actually was on chapter 5 and I actually lost the progression and I need to start from chapter 2 again. So even with that, it took me again 12 hours in total. I think for you it's going to take even less. Probably around I don't know, like 10 hours. If you kind of rush things through, even you can subtract maybe an hour and a half more than that. So bottom line, it's a very short game and not very challenging one. But there are situations where it's actually really fun trying to solve certain situations, but more towards the late game. And don't get me wrong, I made quite a few mistakes, quite a lot of them.
Stop.
Now, in terms of level design, the game is stunning. It's so beautiful.
Well, Herman, as I said, you got some explaining to do. Herman's bag. I was right. Let's see what this is about.
Same goes to the music and the sound effect in this game. I mean, I usually don't mention sound effects, but in this game, the audio design is incredible. So this is a type of world that I feel bad that I don't get to be in it even more. It just ends like that because design such a stunning world for this game that just living in this world so fast it feels bad. There are some really funny different interaction with NPCs because there are lots of dialogue in this game. Now this level, for example, was one of my favorite in terms of complexity and the way it's designed. I just really enjoyed it. So what I'm trying to say that I wish there were more levels, for example, like that, because it's just so much fun. And it just felt bad because the game felt relatively very short. And the moment you just start enjoying the stealth, when things get more complicated, it's kind of over. But I can tell you that you get your nice share of stealth, fun stealth, even funny at times, which is really cool. When you fail here, it's kind of funny. You know you're making a mistake, but it kind of turns out to be like, you know, you understand the mistake you're actually making. You're still kind of stretching yourself to find out, you know, how to do things. And sometimes you just rush things out to see if it works. Sometimes it doesn't. When it does, it's actually really funny. And also the interaction between NPCs once you've done something and they cannot detect you. It's also really fun and really fun and satisfying.
Want to go check on it, fellas? Hello? Boys? I don't like this.
Now, although they can play in isometric view and you have the option to, by the way, zoom in and out a bit, not too much, still the animations are so smooth and so human-like. And all the lighting effects are so incredible that you get immersed with it so much. Although, again, it's kind of a top-down isometric view. Not really, no, you're not playing a third person or first person. It's very immersive. And there's some really funny moments. One of them, by the way, I want to show you right here. I just really enjoyed it.
Another one? Look, it's the wiring. If one goes, they all go. I'm out of here. We're right behind you.
It's kind of funny. We turned on the lights and they got scared again because they were scared of us coming. It was really funny. I really enjoyed it. And there are several moments like that in the game. So what's my overall take on this game? Well, I think that there are so many things the game done right here, including the visual, the sound effect, the music, the character animation, the cutscenes, the characters themselves, the voice acting. It's just incredible. The atmosphere, the lighting, the level design, all the things just designed so well that just make you so engaged in the game. This is just something next level. Absolutely stunning. But the thing is that the game felt too short, and the moment it starts really getting better, the game basically close to the end and eventually will end relatively short after the more complex levels. The puzzles themselves are somewhat challenging, but again only in the later stages. And I think it would be even more challenging to some degree if there weren't so many hints, either with the monologue or maybe the dialogue, and also some of the visual cues in the game that will just make you kind of more search for things and try to figure out rather than getting hints that just make things much, much clearer for you what you need to do in order to solve a certain situation. And there aren't any settings, I checked that actually changed that and increased the difficulty. In terms of performance, was for me very smooth, no issues whatsoever. So overall, I still recommend playing this game, but just worth the shortcomings. If you expect relatively long game, very challenging stealth game, I think you're going to be disappointed. But if you love a combination of kind of relatively comparing story, beautiful, stunning visuals, and kind of a stealth game that to some degree might be challenging for some, more like, again, at the later stages, and you're more maybe into it than just a sheer stealth gameplay, I think you'll enjoy playing this game. I do hope if they make a sequel to this game, it's going to be much grander in scale and hopefully again with the same beautiful everything that I really enjoy in this game, but in more complex stealth sessions, maybe more characters, and just build on top these beautiful foundations of this game that actually play very well in many aspects in this game. Thanks for watching.
Recruiting everywhere now.